everyone else in the world. It's the M-Class Podcast.
Man, I can't believe we got everyone else in the world to finally listen to this show. Where have they been?
I don't know, man. They've been wasting their lives away.
You fucked up this episode 60-something, 3.
Ah, dude, we're so close.
I know.
We are the internet's foremost Star Trek / genital humor based podcast. I'm your host, Jeff.
Hi, I'm your other host, Josh.
And joining us today is Mr. Kevin Cole.
Hello.
Woo, put in a bunch of fanfare.
I can talk now because you said my name. That was the secret spell that kept me from.
Oh, we unlocked your bubble, your ward.
I was in the green room before this, and now.
Oh man, have you had the pretzels in there? That's
Delicious.
all we have. It's just pretzels.
I mean, dry but delicious.
I mean, yeah.
They are
like
just the
thin
little
pretzel?
hard pretzels in a bag, too. We got them at the 7-Eleven on the way here.
Yeah, since the Wawa's closed.
Oh.
Let me tell you about this Wawa being closed some more.
Let's
please.
skip that real quick. If you haven't listened to M-Class before, every 2 weeks we sit down with a piece of Star Trek media, pick it apart, cheer and or jeer it, and make lots of funny comedy-type jokes for your amusement.
Comedy-type jokes.
I'm not
They're comedy-like.
I'm not
They're
trying
like
to
comedy.
label these as comedy. Like, I know what type of danger you can get into, like the...
Yeah.
Comedy is the genre and the goal, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the only genre that is the goal.
Whoa.
I guess drama is also that way. What about dramedy? That's a tough one.
That's what our podcast is. It's a dramedy.
Wow.
Yeah.
On this week's episode, or this 2 weeks episode of M-Class Podcast, we're going to
Both are correct. It is the week.
You're listening to this within the span of a week.
Yes, exactly.
We're going to be
Not
discussing...
to get semantic on you. Sorry, go ahead. Kevin's throwing me off.
Kevin, stop being so quiet and respectful. God damn.
Yeah, it's pissing me the fuck off, really.
I don't know what got into me. I'll lose that respect right now.
God damn right.
On this week's episode of M-Class Podcast, the second episode in the Sports Collection,
Sports!
which was suggested by Mr. Josh Henderson. Thank
And
you.
Jack Carpenter, I think.
Jack
I'm going to
Carpenter
give Jack
probably
Carpenter
did.
the credit for it.
He probably did. He lives and breathes sports, that man.
Handsome sportsman. That's his real name.
That's what you say.
Sportsman.
Sports, you say.
We're going to be discussing Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 4, Take Me Out to the Holosuite, a.k.a. Baseball.
Yeah.
Man, this episode rules. I'm phoning it in.
This episode is so good. Opposite of jeer, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Cheer.
It's 47 thumbs up. It's the most you can do.
You can't do 48. That's ridiculous.
No.
No, it's too much.
This episode was directed by Chip Chalmers. This is a great name.
You made that name up.
And it was written by noted Vulcan hater Ronald D. Moore.
Yeah.
Here's my
Look.
evidence. I think I've mentioned this way earlier into the show. My evidence, Ronald D. Moore, great writer, amazing idea man, created the ideas for Deep Space Nine and later another show that you may have heard of,
What show's that, Jeff?
Farscape.
Oh.
Oh, Farscape.
Did you know
Oh.
the Jim Henson shop worked on that show? The Muppets, they worked on that show. Kermit was the director.
Really? Kermit directed Farscape?
Yeah. Well, there's a Muppet in Farscape.
I mean, they were like Weta before we had Weta.
That's true. He's right.
So.
Okay, I
He's
know
right.
what Weta is.
As long as there's no further questions, I know what it is.
Ronald D. Moore has included Vulcans a grand total of 3 times in Deep Space Nine.
Well, there's 2 this season that are just anti-Vulcan.
One was arms dealer, one was a serial killer, and this episode is just full of assholes. 3
He's
times.
racist as shit. The captain he's so racist. Like,
He's not a very good Vulcan. He's wearing the Infinite Diversity and Infinite Combinations badge on his chest and talking about how much better Vulcans are than all the other races.
yeah. I mean, he's a bully and a racist bully, so I don't know.
I don't really have a whole lot of attachment to Vulcans because I never watched much of the original series. I just
Or
kinda
Enterprise.
Yeah, or Enterprise.
Well, yeah. I mean, he acts more like the Enterprise Vulcans
like the
in the
early
beginning of the
Enterprise
show.
Vulcans. Yeah.
Which is makes sense in that show that they're like that. Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead,
he's
Kevin.
like super fucking regressive, like hundreds and hundreds of years behind the curve.
A part of me feels like, I mean, we can talk about it when it comes up, but a part of me feels like he's like doing it as an experiment.
Oh, he's a piece of shit either way. But Kevin, you were gonna say something.
I mean, yeah. This what's his name? Solok. He is our
Solok.
He like I think the actor does a good job of making him like you just hate him. You just don't like him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's not emotionless. He has like a smarmy dickhead smirk on his face all the time.
Yeah, he's a cocksucker.
Well, so like the lack of emotions is a cultural Vulcan thing or a physiological one.
It's a cultural.
It's cultural.
Okay. So they do have emotions. They
Yes.
just repress them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the teachings of Surak. Like, Vulcans used to be, like, super Romulans, where they just fucking loved murder and war.
Yeah, they
And-
nuked their planet into like a dust ball.
Twice.
Yeah.
And Surak created the idea of logic above all, and the concept of repressing those, like, hyper-Vulcan emotions underneath, like, meditation and control.
He's sort of like Vulcan Buddha.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
And
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's not a physiological thing, which a lot of actors who play Vulcans don't seem to know for some reason. There are only
It's
three
hard to
good,
play a Vulcan.
There are only 3 genuinely good Vulcan actors in Star Trek, and that's Spock, Sarek, and Tuvok. Everybody
Yeah.
else kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I think like Odo is our closest to a Vulcan that we see regularly. He does the whole logic thing, like for the
Yeah.
first half. Like even in
He's
this one.
he's sort of like a Vulcan if Vulcans were
Good.
not logic, if they were goo. Well, I mean, they're kind of Vulcans are kind of gooey.
Yeah.
They got goo on the inside.
Yeah. Like if they weren't like worshiping or like following logic, instead they were following like justice. He's like a justice Vulcan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I like that a lot. I was just basking in my memories of Odo, who like
Oh god, he's so good in this.
I go back and forth on Odo a lot. I didn't really like him in the earlier seasons of DS9,
Yeah.
but he's just such a marshmallow by the midpoint that he's a great he's almost they almost fully lean into the Columbo aspects of him.
Which is great. I fucking want to see Space Columbo.
Me too.
There is
I
a
never
period in
even
the
thought
show
about
where you get past the like sweet middle point and you go
Yeah.
into the late part of the show where he's like almost unbearably
Unbearable.
Like
Yes.
he's like a big weenie.
Yeah.
He's in
always-
love, and it's like everyone you've ever met who's your friend who's been in love, and you're just like, yo, you need to stop. You're fucking annoying.
It's that, and also like he just starts being like, maybe fascism is good.
Yeah.
Well, he has sex. I guess we should say there's gonna be like
There's
major
a lot of
spoilers.
spoilers in this episode.
Yeah, there's
like
gonna be
we're
major
I'm gonna
spoilers.
try and keep them a little bit to a minimum. I'm gonna moderate a bit, but
Yeah,
I mean, don't get it twisted. Odo is a cop. Like,
yeah, that's true. No, he is like exactly right. He's a cop. Like, there's still that like, well, he kind of loves being a fascist.
It's
Yeah.
true. I mean, to begin with, he gets his start being a cop by working for the Kardashians
fascists.
aboard
Yeah.
Terok Nor, so not an auspicious start for...
Not great. Not a good one.
sort of like he's sort of like that one like young Republican high schooler you knew who like after like 2 years in college suddenly they're like, oh man, I just didn't know anything else. I thought fascism was great.
Yeah.
It's
Like
true,
that-
except
yeah.
in reverse, almost?
Well, it kind of makes sense. That makes perfect sense because like he is like kind of young, right? Because he's only been around for like
He's like 4 or 5 years old at the beginning of the show.
yeah, which is like who lets a 4-year-old be a cop?
Look, he's an adult man size. He fits the uniform. It's fine.
He went into the Zoltar machine and was like, I want to be a cop, and then turned into. He just, I guess he could just turn himself into an adult, right?
Like, Odo waffles back and forth between being a TV cop, which is,
Yeah.
and a real cop.
Yeah.
And I like it when he's a TV cop.
Me too.
Yeah. When he's a real cop and he's like doing crazy shit, you're like, ooh. Oh no.
This episode is about baseball.
Oh man.
Oh god, this is like the last reprieve we get in the show of any fun. Like that sounds like I'm like ragging on the show, but like this is such a fun episode, and it makes you feel good, and that's about it for this show. Because after this, it's all the downhill from here.
It's true. Things go pretty poorly for our heroes from here on out.
It's amazing. Like the rest of the show is amazing, but I think 3 episodes from this is Siege of AR-115 or whatever. So,
oh shit! Yeah, where Nog loses his leg, right?
Oh,
yeah,
spoilers, Kevin. Jesus.
What we said we were doing spoilers.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. No, I'm fine with it. They should have watched it by now, man. They should have watched all this.
I think there's like an understanding. I think there's an understanding with this show that you shouldn't be listening to us talk about an episode in the final season of a show if you haven't watched it or you care about spoilers.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say I have a John Larroquette fun fact.
Oh shit! Tell me.
And you might know this because you might be reading it, because I'm reading it. So I noticed like before we started the show today that it's almost the 19th 21st anniversary of this episode.
Oh,
so it came out on October 19th. 1998, and it was during the 1998 World Series. So that's they planned ahead. They were like, "We're gonna put this out during the World Series."
We didn't for Halloween. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't even think about that holiday.
I think I'm gonna like cut in right now and say that like our next episode that we're gonna be recording, we're just gonna record a Halloween episode. You guys aren't gonna know what the fuck it is until it comes out.
What? What is it gonna be? I don't even know what it's gonna be.
You know what? Jeff doesn't even know yet.
Oh, there's so many good ones. Yo, there's so many good ones we could do.
Do the Quetzalcoatl.
Oh no! It's me, Quetzalcoatl. It's like every voice.
I have a question for you guys.
What?
Have either of you ever played on a baseball team?
Unofficially, unprofessionally, I have.
Well, yeah, I mean like little league or like just your friends playing on baseball teams.
Oh yeah.
I played in gym, but nah, not ever on a team.
We had like a summer team, and we would go and we'd eat Big League Chew and play baseball every day.
That's so fucking cool.
I basically live Sandlot, so be jealous, bitches.
We weren't allowed. I was in little league. I lived in a town called Houston, spelled like Hugheston.
Oh, like Hughes Town.
Yeah,
Oh
like
God,
Houston. So we were the
way.
Houston Astros.
That's pretty clever, actually.
And
nice.
we were not allowed to chew Big League Chew. We like petitioned. Can we please? And he was like, no.
Yeah. The grape kind was the best.
Yes, it is.
The grape was the best. Oh my God, because I can like taste it in my
I
mouth
can't
right
find
now.
grape anymore. They have it.
It's hard to
still,
find.
But
It's hard to find, yeah.
They have the regular bubblegum flavor. I want some fucking grape.
We would fucking like put a wad of that shit in our mouths to the point where it was like, I'm pretty sure this is not safe for a child to be having this much gum in their
Especially when
mouth.
you're playing a sport. Nah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have like your jaw wired shut with gum.
Dude, you had to spit like real tobacco because like there was just so much sugar water in your mouth from the wad of gum you had. It was just like rotting your teeth out.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So
Yeah, I
that's
love that
baseball.
I mean,
That's baseball.
I've never. When I was a kid, I wasn't really a joiner. Like I didn't want to do things with anyone else.
Oh, I was forced to play on this team. So
I was forced to be on a soccer team where I just sort of sat on the field and picked dandelions because I don't give a fuck. But
oh, that's beautiful.
That's pretty on brand for Kevin.
Yeah.
I played football. I played Pop Warner football because I got to hit people and it was okay.
Nice.
I played like intramural basketball when I was little.
Yeah, you play basketball. Yeah, I was never good at basketball.
Like I didn't play until like junior high because I was like the tiniest kid, and then I got this huge growth spurt, and everybody was like, "You should play basketball."
I did varsity theater.
Varsity. Oh my! Did you get a jacket for that?
Varsity. Yeah, you get lettered.
I got varsity letters to put on a jacket, but I did not get a jacket.
Yeah, those jackets were like back then. They were like $100, which like was a lot in the
$100 is like $1 million now. So
yeah, when you're like 15, it is for sure.
I didn't get a class ring either. I thought that was stupid.
Nah, me neither.
I didn't get a class ring either. I did in grade school for some reason. When we were going from grade school to we were going from grade school to like middle school. They gave us rings and they were like, "Oh, you know, you'll remember forever." And
Vitamin C
it was
play?
middle school to high school. When I was going middle school to high school, they gave us a ring.
Fucking ever.
They were like, "Oh, we'll put your birthstone in it," and I was stupid and didn't know what my birthstone was, so I was like, "Cool." And I got it, and it's the pink one. And you know,
amethyst?
Kids don't cotton to little boys having a pink ring in West Virginia.
Diamond.
So.
Mine's diamond because Aries is like fucking crazy like that, bitch. We'll cut you.
Diamond? Like fucking...
April's diamond, yeah.
The thing I got cost like... It was like a $35, $50 gem, like a diamond?
Yeah, no, it's not like a... I mean, they wouldn't do a real diamond. It would just be a white, whatever. I don't think they... What is pink? What is a fucking pink?
It's fucking tourmaline?
What the fuck? You have just some mineral-ass fucking shit in your ring, dude.
It's supposed to be opal, but they were like, you can't afford that.
Opal? You can't afford that.
I think my birthstone is also cash. I think May is emerald, so that's cash money, baby.
Oh yeah,
May is emerald. That's cool. You get green.
Yeah,
that is dope.
October is pink torm.
Yeah, tourmaline.
Tourmaline.
Yeah, the
November is citrine.
Opal is the one that like when light goes through it, a rainbow comes out the other side.
Yeah, it's dope as shit.
It's a prism.
And the thing about Opal is that there are all these fucking legends that if anyone who wasn't born under Libra has an Opal, they'll fucking have horrible luck their whole lives.
Cool.
It's like you're like a djinn. You're like fucking a genie. You got to get a ring to control you, dude.
You're a low-grade X-File.
That's right. Fucking, I've been watching X-Files lately, and man, that first season, right? Come on,
it's pretty bad.
I like it. I love.
I'm liking it, but for not for the right reasons.
I mean,
it sucks because like you know how it gets, right? Like for me, I'm always like, yeah, it's kind of like the TNG factor. You're like, I know where this goes. Like, let's just go to there. You know what I mean?
I think the first like 2 or 3 episodes are incredible.
Oh yeah, those are really good, and then they start doing the Monster of the Week.
Yeah,
I love it though, but I fucking love it, dude. I love Monster of the Week.
I think the show gets good once Humbug happens in season 2, and they have their first comedic episode.
Like some of the Monster of the Week episodes are great. Like they're like, this dude can slip through vents and kill you because he's a stretch man.
Yeah. That's really good.
And they even brought that dude back later because everybody loved him. And other episodes are like. The Amish have superpowers, and they can transform from male to female using cave goo.
It's great. I love it.
Well, now that you live in Pennsylvania, Jeff, it's time we have the Amish.
Gotta watch out for them fucking Amish.
They actually can do that.
I love how much of season 1 takes place in Massachusetts too. It's like we don't have Amish. Like, this episode in Massachusetts.
Well, they're not Amish. They're called something else.
They're Amish.
But they are Amish.
Yeah, they're Amish.
And of course, they're actually space aliens.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like, I can accept Bigfoot being a hot naked lady. I can accept.
Yep.
Like
what?
I can accept the Amish being space aliens. But like you have a space alien ghost possession episode.
Yeah.
And you don't do shit with it.
Yeah. It gets a little muddled. The message gets a little lost.
That episode is as bad as like a season 8 episode.
Like they were like, hey, did you guys see in the news that they found a face on Mars? Oh shit, I gotta write an episode.
Well, they could do it back then because nobody was looking that shit up, right? Like nobody could go to the internet and be like, face on Mars. They were just like, we're just gonna muddle it all together. And also, I think Chris Carter, I think he was like going through some stuff. I think he's like a legit conspiracy crazy man, if I remember.
I mean, you have to be. The whole point of the show is if you don't believe all this shit, you're the crazy one.
Oh my god.
Scully is bothering the hell out of me in this first season because she's like, oh man, an explosion over there? Guess I better go in this other room for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
They do less of that in the second season, but yeah, the first season is just full of, where's Scully?
Fucking
It's
Mulder,
like reverse Scooby-Dooing you.
like Mulder runs...
this?
Mulder runs into the other room, and there's like a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex fighting a Bigfoot, and Scully's like, oh, I gotta take a phone call. And fucking they explode, and Scully walks in and goes, what's all this viscera?
What
Science
happened?
probably explains it. Bye.
It could be anything, Fox. It could be anything. All this viscera, it could be any dinosaur fighting any Bigfoot.
So now that we've properly introduced this episode of Star Trek,
Yes.
I think we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
After the messages, we'll be right back.
Cisco's oldest rival
It's been a long time.
challenges him to one final showdown.
We will destroy them.
The name of the game is baseball.
Strike three!
But for Cisco,
Strike three!
this is no time to play.
This game is supposed to be fun, not a life and death struggle.
Strike three!
On the next Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Back to the show.
Welcome back to baseball time, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed those messages.
Yeah,
I did.
So,
I sure did. I'm gonna buy it.
I'm going to buy this episode.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it first, and then I'm gonna buy it? Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Alright, so basically the whole point of this episode is Captain Solok of the USS Taccumbra.
Tacumbra.
Tacumbro.
Tacumbros.
He docks at Deep Space Nine, and then he docks in Cisco.
Well, he goes to Cisco's office and is like, let's fuck on the baseball field.
Like, we see that there's definitely some tension between Cisco and Solok, like, immediately. So
Yeah.
Yeah. If you just like are Netflixing this and you like kind of let it roll into the next episode, you have no idea what's going on. You've never seen it before. If at first you're like, why is he so upset? Like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Because like I think Kira is like, there's a Captain Solok here to see you,
He's
and he's like, oh fuck me in the dick. And you're like, oh man, who is this guy?
he comes in and starts gloating immediately. He's like, oh, congratulations on your Christopher Pike Medal of Valor. Great callback.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
There's like,
yeah.
oh, congratulations on your second, on yours you got recently, and he says, my second, actually, and then he flops
Yeah.
his big Vulcan peener on the table.
Is big green veiny peen. Wait, what was the tattoo I was gonna get? Wasn't it something with
You
that?
were gonna get something about, you were gonna get
Green
Vulcan.
peens. Green peens.
Green blood, green peen or something.
Green blood. Oh, Poppy knows.
Green
Poppy.
jizz. I don't know.
It was something.
It was something about wieners. I remember.
Yeah, yeah, and being Vulcan.
Anyway, Solok is a bitch. He's a fucking asshole, and everybody hates him.
Yeah, he's being a goading, bully ass '80s villain. He's a fucking '80s villain.
I remember reading a interview with Ronald D where he talked about hating Vulcans and not wanting to include them, but like the other writers wanted to, so he was like, yeah I'll fucking include them, alright.
Why does he hate them?
He's just, some people don't like Vulcans because they're boring and they're like, I don't know, I think people sort of like apply the same things they don't like about elves on top of Vulcans.
Sure, you're absolutely right. I think you're right.
Which is silly because they're space elves. It's different.
Totally.
Yeah, they're totally different.
Yeah.
It's a totally different thing. I think the you know, like now in our time, I think certain groups of people who we've talked about at length in this show have taken the wrong lessons from this type of thing, where now they're like, well, there is some sort of like weird racism
Yeah, like
in Star
Vulcans
Trek,
are all
you know?
racist or whatever. Just,
Yeah.
only one is. He's
Only
Like,
Yeah,
Sarek
Andorians
never
are
said
cold
anything
and-
racist, and he's a big
Right.
asshole to everybody.
Right, like everyone kind of deals with like Vulcans like social. I would say Vulcans are more like socially inept, more than they're like racist, right? Like they don't really like know how to communicate like humans do, like warmly, and like humans kind of have to go out of their way to like accommodate them, and like most do it well. Like Kirk and Bones kind of like do it well, you know.
Well, like
like
there's an episode with Tuvok. It's the one where he's like back on Captain Sulu's ship, like the time travel episode.
Yeah.
Where he kind of encapsulates the whole Vulcan experience, where everyone around him continuously tries to force him to be more human.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's on a ship full of humans, and he eventually says like it's like intensely aggravating that humans won't allow me to be Vulcan around them. They're
Right.
uncomfortable with the idea that I'm not more human and try and force it on me.
Right. They get into that a little bit on Enterprise too, where like T'Pol goes back home and her mom is like, "You've been around them for too long. You're starting to talk like them." You know what I mean? Like, and it's sort of like
that's during heavy Vulcan racism days.
yeah. Well, that's back when it was like Vulcans are basically like, humans are dirt monkeys. Like they're just like fuck those Earth monkeys. You know what I mean? Like they're just like they can't deal with it. I don't know.
And there's a whole lot that goes into it for Kevin's benefit. Like, he hasn't seen a whole lot with Vulcans in it. A lot of Enterprise deals with the fact that Vulcans are afraid of humans because they remind them of themselves before the teachings of Surak.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And the fact that humans have like advanced so quickly, like they're like trying to like slow us down so we don't make the same mistake. But like a lot of them too are also just very, at that point in Enterprise, they're just very racist. They're just extremely like Vulcan first, right?
Yeah, it's very much like Will Riker seeing Tom Riker, or Will Riker seeing literally anyone that reminds him of himself, and he gets instantly angry and defensive with them.
Yeah, you hate what you are, right?
That's
like you
very much the Vulcans and humans, because Vulcans aren't that way with anybody else for the most part. It's just humans.
No, but they do hate the Andorians a whole bunch too.
Well, yeah, that's like a fucking like constant war between their peoples, but everybody hates the Andorians. The Tellarites hate them too.
Yeah. Well, they're cold in all the wrong places.
It's true. I heard that once.
Right.
What are the right places to be cold? Like your hands?
I don't know.
Oh.
In the ice pack? They have like ice pack abs? You just put your six pack on their abs?
Sulak finds out about baseball, I guess. I guess he finds out because Cisco is a big baseball guy.
Yeah, I think he's looking for reasons to be a bully, and then he kind of... So there's the Cestus 3 League, right? So maybe he got a whiff of it from there. Maybe he knows about the baseball league.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For people who haven't really watched Deep Space Nine, there's a point later where Cisco like basically says he has a ringer, and he brings in his girlfriend, and you're like, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
But her
Cassidy.
brother like runs the league, is
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, you're supposed to remember that, I think. In STO, they have all the teams. There's like 12 of them. It's like really cool. I think the league like is like a thing at some point. They hang them up in Deep Space Nine near Quarks, and like I don't know if I can find like a picture.
I remember that you streamed during that time.
Yeah, and I was showing it. Like the names are really like there's some cool names. I love the Vulcan logicians. It's so Vulcan.
It's all they love. It's all they care about. Logic.
What should we name our team? What about the logicians? This is a different guy now. What about this? They all sound like that one guy. What about the logicians?
They're all Tapon. All of them.
Oh my.
So these Vulcans know about baseball because Solak wants to shit on Cisco again, and we'll find out more about that later.
Yeah.
Cisco is super horny for winning. He wants to win more than anything.
Which is crazy because, like, how are you gonna beat them? They're fucking, they're goddamn fast as shit, dude.
It's pointed out twice, maybe 3 times in this episode, that Vulcans are 3 times as strong as humans and twice as fast.
I think what's brilliant though about this is like if there's any game that you could beat the Vulcans at, it's baseball.
Right.
It's true. There's no contact for the most
You're not
part,
going to
so.
beat them in basketball. You're not going to beat them in football. You're not going to beat them in soccer.
They will kill you in football.
Yo, no, they'll murder you. You'll die.
But Cisco initially challenges this dude to a wrestling match, which is like the absolute worst thing.
Yeah. That's dumb as shit.
That's the whole beginnings of their rivalry. Is Cisco they have this big debate, and Cisco challenges him to a wrestling match. It ends up in the infirmary with every bone in his body broken.
It's kind of like the lamer version of like the Picard getting stabbed through the chest story.
It's true.
I fought a Vulcan and got my ass beat.
Also, I thought we're jumping around, but I thought that story was interesting because Cisco got drunk in that story. And
Yeah, he's drunk.
that means like it wasn't Synthahol, right? Because Synthahol can't.
Probably not.
Well,
yeah.
A lot of Starfleet officers don't care for synthahol. That comes up. Like, O'Brien doesn't want to drink synthahol.
Yeah, as like a Irish man.
He wants his Irish whiskey.
It's like he talks about how his mom handles real meat and stuff, right? And like Keiko is like, real meat? Like it's like fucking disgusting to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like super Irish.
Well, it's like isn't it like immoral of them to like actually harvest meat when like it's taking a life or whatever? Isn't there some sort of like
yes? I mean,
every chicken.
Yeah, like they don't have like slaughterhouses anymore.
I mean,
because you don't need them.
You would really have to be like a fucking like McKee ass rustic dirt fucker to be like harvesting actual animals.
Yeah, I kind of see why the Vulcans think we're idiots.
Yeah.
And they like really like the Vulcans are all vegetarians.
Yeah,
like,
they
don't
never
eat
eaten meat.
Yeah.
And that is biological, I think. Cause,
well, yeah, I don't think there is any meat anymore, right? It's like
no,
hard
they
to
like
come
bomb
by.
their planet out. They live on a desert, so
They have to eat sand. Sand
delicious
soup.
sand. That's what's in Plomeek soup. Sand.
It's just sand.
It's sand with water in it.
I always think of Plomeek soup as like wonton soup, where you're just like, or miso soup, where you're like, this is dishwater.
Yeah, when you said wonton, I was like, that's way too much flavor. They're not gonna like that.
It's miso soup without the one ingredient that it's in miso soup. Salt.
There's a moment that, before I forget to point it out, there's a moment later when they're talking about Vulcans being 3 times stronger and like nobody on the team can match them physically except Worf, they point out, which I thought was interesting.
And Bashir.
Yeah, Bashir, who, spoiler alert, is a test tube baby with superpowers.
Yeah.
He's a Khan. He's a Khan-Noonien sign.
Yeah.
Why, like... But have we established before this that he's more than 3 times stronger than...
No.
No, he's not as strong, but he's, like, smart strong. You know, does that make sense? Like, he can see it before it happens.
I think it was, like,
kinda.
he's probably, like, twice as strong as a normal person, so he can, like, compete in some way. But, I mean, Khan could fight Spock.
Yeah, Khan was strong as fuck.
So, I
don't think
Julian might have the same type of strength.
I don't think his parents opted in. I don't think they Gattaca'd him to be Khan strong. You know what I mean? I feel like they were just like, we can't make him strong. We'll just make him smart. You know?
I mean, he'd be even less undercover if he was also fucking ripped.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. If he was like tearing phone books in half at Starfleet Medical.
Check this out, baby. Where did you get a phone book? It's fucking 2400s. What are you?
That's a relic. Put that back in the museum.
The reason why I point that out is there's still debate amongst Star Trek scholars like ourselves about whether Klingons have superhuman strength or not, or whether they're just super tough. I think that points to them having at least like twice as strong as humans tile strength.
Well, I mean, think about like animals on Earth. Like gorillas are like 10 times as strong as us.
Yeah, and I mean,
they're like closely
really,
related to us. You know what I mean? Like we're not
3
like
times as strong as like an average human as well.
Yeah,
it's not like 3 times as strong as a weightlifter.
Yeah, Andorians are really strong too, and they're quick. Like they're really fast, right?
Yeah, but they're like glass cannons. You fucking shoot them with a phaser on stun
in the
and
shoulder.
they die.
I got phaser poisoning. Take my blood back to our shitty ice ball planet.
I always think of Andorians as like little dogs. They just bark is so loud, but you just kick them and they're like, oh, oh.
My ice bones.
That's probably what it is. Their bones are made of icicles. And that's
If
why they
only
break
I
so
wasn't cold in all the wrong places.
So Cisco gathers up everybody to the wardroom, which is like maybe taking it a little too far. Like we're going to battle everybody.
It's been a quiet. It's a quiet couple of weeks. We got some time to fuck around and play baseball.
I mean, it's a workplace comedy. Like this is
Yeah.
him. This is Cisco at his most Michael Scott, I think.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
He's like, he talks everybody into it by being like, oh, those fucking Vulcans came here and said that they're better than us. And there's a really great moment where he's like, are you guys, I signed you all up myself.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah. And Worf says, they will be destroyed.
They will be destroyed. Dude, he's got like 5 of these lines in this
He's so
episode.
good in this episode. He's like
he's
TNG
amazing.
Worf.
Yeah,
he's
he shoots
incredible.
a death to the opposition in later, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, death
so
to the
great.
opposition. I love when he's arguing with Odo and he's like, reverse the call! Reverse the call! It's really funny.
There's a great moment later, like spoiler alert, Nog, like Rom does something great later, and everybody has him on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And even Worf is fucking psyched for Rom, which is great.
So good.
We will destroy them. It's fucking so great.
Because, alright, yeah, this episode's about baseball, but what is it really about? Emotion good, logic stupid.
Yeah, it's about
Hell yeah.
humans good.
Yeah.
All space aliens except Vulcans good.
Yeah.
I could write like a paper on this episode and how like baseball is like a metaphor for like the Federation in this episode, and like how over like a long enough period of time, like in baseball, like you see like the payoff, right? Like baseball is all about patience and like waiting, and like because like you fail like a majority of the time when you're playing baseball, but like every now and then, and Cisco says it later, he's like, that's what I love about this sport, like you never know what's gonna happen. And that's exactly kind of how the Federation is. Like you kind of like foster this like this team, right, of societies, and then you never know what you're gonna get. You never know who's gonna like win for you, right? And that's like the
and for Cisco, it's like it's not important that by the end of it, it's not important that his team is the best. It's merely that they did something that they were proud of.
They're there together doing it and having fun, right? Which is like the baseball aspect of it, but
right.
I don't think the point of the Federation is to necessarily have fun.
It's all about partying. It's what the Federation is about.
Fucking party on Ryza.
That sort of is true though. Like the Federation is kind of about just how can we improve ourselves, which is kind of what fun used to be. It used to be called recreation. Which means recreating yourself. So that's good, right?
Now it's about video games and message board posting, I think.
Yeah, you mean really shit posting? Hard ass shit posting.
I want to see the sequel to this episode where Solok comes back and he's like, I have this new Earth game. It's called Super Smash Brothers.
Oh my god! You want to see some animosity, dude?
And you know Solok is bringing Melee too. You just know.
Fuck.
Yes. You know they made 4 more after this, right, Solok?
I'm Link because we both have pointy ears.
Okay, Solok picks Fox because obviously it's the optimal choice, the logical choice. But,
of course.
Cisco chooses Yoshi because, you know, it's a wild card. Like, he's going to bring Yoshi to the top. And everyone says Yoshi's trash, but he brings him to the top here.
Wait, we're getting some deep Smash lore here.
Yeah. This is, and it's some foreshadowing for what happens later a little bit.
It's true, actually. Sidebar. How about that actual Tolkien elf in Picard? Did you guys see that?
Oh yeah, I guess he's a Romulan.
Is he a Romulan? He doesn't have the forehead.
He looks like Vulcan. Maybe, I don't know. I saw an up close picture of their uniforms, of Seven's uniform, and it looks like the STO uniforms that they have for the Romulans. And I was like, all right. And then I saw the new trailer, and I was kind of like, Fine.
I mean, whether he's a Romulan or a Vulcan,
he looks Tolkien.
He looks
as
like
fuck.
he just stepped right out of Rivendell.
Well, he has swords. Like, what the
He
fuck?
has a sword. And, like,
Yeah.
there is part of me that's like, haha, fucking, like, a regular elf in space with a sword, how lame. How
Yeah.
ridiculous. And then
But
there's
a part
another
of you is
that's
also like,
fucking,
yeah.
he's got a sword? That's
yeah, we're
awesome.
gonna watch that.
Have you ever
Dude's
seen,
gonna
like,
fucking cut up some people? Cool.
Yeah.
have you ever
yeah, dude.
seen what Vulcans design their like swords like? Do
They have a weapon in TOS that has like a mace ball on one end. It's like a
Yeah.
pole arm, and it has a
Yeah.
mace ball on one end and like a blade that's shaped like a fan on the other end.
cool.
In the game, that you get some swords. You get some kind of Tsukatsi sword. I think is the episode we're gonna watch next. I think it's named after that.
Well, not next now.
Not next. Oh, sorry. It's a couple of two away. What is that thing called? What's the name of that thing?
I don't remember the name of the sword in Sunkatse.
No, what's the name of the Vulcan? Lurpa.
Oh, shit.
A Lurpa.
Yeah, Lurpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like a really fucking cool weapon if it wasn't made out of styrofoam.
It looks like it would be hard to use because the one end is just a fucking like cannonball.
Yeah, it would be devastating to get hit by a cannonball swung from a long pole.
Yeah,
But
it
getting
would
that
fuck you
swing
up.
going would be tough.
Ow, my ice bones!
Yeah, the Andorians have like an ice pick weapon. It's like a bladed ice pick.
Yeah, it comes from like them. Their miners would like use it to pick the ice and like climb up it and shit.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know
of
what
course,
that's called.
Klingons got their many bladed weapons.
The coolest sword ever, maybe one of them. I mean, that's
Hey-
up there, right? Batliths are up there.
Yeah,
They're
Batliths
fucking
are-
cool as shit.
I always
My
like the
wife-
dagger a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mek'leth.
Neckleth.
My wife Crystal found out that a batleth is actually designated in, I think, 15 states as a deadly weapon because they've been used in robberies.
I mean, it's Klingons, man.
Pennsylvania is one of them, by the way.
Ah, what? I mean, I can't conceal carry my batleth? Fuck you, Pennsylvania.
You can't
I'm moving.
open carry batleths in Pennsylvania.
I'm going to New Hampshire where they let you do whatever the fuck you want.
Dude, you can take your batleth on your motorcycle and whip it around if you want.
Yeah, I can shoot fireworks off my batleth and fucking like, I don't know, without a seatbelt on.
So anyway, the like senior staff agrees to be in the game, and they start like boning up on the like text rules of the game.
It's
I
so
love
cute.
this. I love that. Yeah, Kevin, dude, I love this.
It
And
is
like they
super
go deep.
adorable.
They go deep, like for like right away. The first one is like infield fly rule, which is like there's like baseball fans now who don't know what the infield fly
There's a
rule is.
fucking great moment where they're reading it and they're like, and when the fly, and they all immediately stop.
Yeah, they don't know what it
Sit
is,
silently for a second.
And then they
I think it's
Wikipedia
great.
it. It's great.
dude. I love it because like it's great that they don't know. I love that they like it's forgotten. I love this about Star Trek, how baseball, something we take for granted now, is just completely foreign to them. It's
It
awesome.
is great.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like, we talked about there being a league, the Cestus League.
Yeah.
That would be like historical reenactors today.
You're right,
Like, that's
you're
the
right.
Civil War reenactment of the future.
It would be like when baseball first started and teams would just play each other and like you can imagine how like disorganized it was, right? Like they would just be like, well, this team only has like 7 dudes. Whatever. We'll just play
still
with
play.
that. Yeah, like fuck it, right?
Yeah, but it's like a historical reenactment because nobody knows what this shit is. It's more like, what is the thing called where you hit each other with foam sticks and pretend like they're real swords?
LARPing.
LARPing.
Not LARPing, the actual one.
HEMA?
HEMA, where it's not foam swords, they're actual weapons.
What's HEMA?
Historical European martial arts.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I've never even heard of this.
There's an actual
It's like-
there's like a league of people who do like historical battles just like
Oh, cool. Like
like
I watched a Vice about like a Vietnam reenactor, and it was about
Wow.
like, is this appropriate? They were like, is this okay to do this? And most of the guys, and most of the guys were like, yeah, I guess.
yeah,
Where
I
they-
mean
Where are they doing it? Like where?
Yeah,
where-
you can't do it really like a jungle, right? But they would just do it in like the woods.
What?
It's not quite the same.
I know, you gotta go to, like, the fucking, like, Southeast Asia.
I follow this girl on Instagram who, like, she's, like, a storyline writer, quote-unquote, where she figures out how the battles are set up and then lets these, like, groups of, like, 50 people on both sides loose to battle.
Well, like, that's, like how it would be, right? Like, they'd have to, like, rediscover the rules of the game again, because, like, baseball's, like, really simple game. Like, it's, like, extremely easy to play baseball. Like, toddlers play baseball. You know what I mean? Like, they get the game. Like, it takes like one time of playing baseball to, like, understand the basic rules of baseball. It's not hard. But, like, over time, you'd run into the weird instances of, like, needing an infield fly rule. Like, why is that? Like, they would just reinvent them again.
Yeah. As, like, a game designer, I always like seeing sports with, like, all these tuck-away rules, because they're just patches.
Yeah.
They're just, like, patching the game.
Exactly, Kevin. Exactly. Oh my god, that's so fucking brilliant. You're right. Yeah. And that's how football is notorious for this. When I dated a girl, and like, she never watched football, and then she started watching football with me, and she would always be like, why are they doing this? And I would have to, like, reverse engineer in my head, like, why that rule was in place. And sometimes I didn't know, and sometimes I'd be like, I'm not sure, but it probably had something to do with one time this happened. You know what I mean? Like, they had to patch the game.
Yeah, someone discovered an infinite combo, or the meta shifted too much.
Right, the meta was too high.
And like everybody had 5 QBs or something like that.
Like, there was
pretty much.
There was, like, a giant argument on the field between two teams, and blood was spilled, so they had to make a rule about it.
Like, back in the day with football, like, people died. Like, during Teddy Roosevelt times, like, I mean, people were, like, crushing each other, and they were like, okay, you can't do that anymore. And then they had to, like, invent the game again, which is, like, what they're doing now, really, too. Is, like, they're reinventing football again.
Yeah, they were like, you guys should probably wear, like, not just clothing.
Yeah.
You should put something on besides that.
Armor?
Like, oh, I got a leather hat.
They should put armor on.
and like, a lot of people think it's the like protective helmets that are causing the most injuries, because it's, like, encouraging you to, like, use your head.
Right. Which they used to do, by the way, when I was in football.
Oh my god.
They would say, put your head down.
Yeah, that I've heard people talk about coaches being like, yeah, slam your head into him.
Hit him with your head. Why not?
You're wearing armor on your head, so hit him with that.
I was concussed. I remember waking up and being like, what happened? And then just being like, all right, cool, let's go. I mean, fuck it, right?
If you would have stayed in football, I'm sure you would have got 20 or 30 more of those by now.
I mean, does it even take 20 or 30 of them? Maybe I'm already on my way, you know? Who knows, dude? What are we doing right now?
What is this?
What? Is this the podcast?
You know, I can't blame you for being confused how we keep getting off topic. But this new team, Lita and Rom want to play because they think it's, like, a way to get closer to Nog, because Nog is a senior officer somehow. He's an ensign, but he's also a senior officer.
He gets put in the room. He's there.
Senior is a relative term.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense with Harry Kim, because, like, who the fuck else is on the ship, right? You got to put somebody in there.
Somebody's got to be in charge of it.
But with Nog, there's, like, a full complement of Starfleet soldiers on this, but whatever. They're not soldiers. They don't like that term.
Starfleet underlings.
Cops.
But I mean, O'Brien is also the chief engineer, and he's an NCO, so nothing makes sense.
Yeah, it's just whatever.
Deep Space Nine.
Whatever.
But Rom and Lita want to get closer to Nog, especially Rom, because he's his daddy, and he hasn't seen him a whole lot lately, and it's sad.
Yeah.
And you feel bad for him. You're like, damn, his son's forgetting him. But he's not really.
His son's moving on. He doesn't need his dad anymore.
But
everyone in this episode, apart from Cisco when he gets all mean, is the most adorable version of themselves. Like,
yes,
it's true.
Yes,
everyone's just like, Esri is like the most adorable Esri that she can possibly be. And Esri's pretty damn adorable. Like,
even Kira is like, she's like motherly almost. Like, she's very like nurturing, and I think that's on purpose, because I think, I don't know, in my headcanon for the episode, like they realize that they're playing a game, and like the holodeck is a spot usually for fun, right? And you don't ever take anything too seriously in the holodeck. So to them, they're equating holodeck with we're just having a good time, whereas Cisco is equating it with like, I'm gonna fucking get my revenge.
I'm gonna get my vengeance. Yeah. I mean, the holodeck is only a good time. You don't take it too seriously until Cyber Moriarty breaks out and takes control of your shit.
Right, or Quark tries to steal your likeness and like sexually assault you on the holodeck.
Oh my god. I love that guy.
Oh, he's on the team too, by the way. Well, not yet though, right?
No, he's sort of shitting on Rom for wanting to play it. He's like, as he always does, every time Rom wants to do something non-Ferengi-like, he shits on him for it. But
then instantly he's like, I want to play too. Like he's
like Leonard tryouts.
Yeah, they like goad him a little bit. They're like, you gotta have heart to play, and you don't fucking have any.
You sold yours a long time ago.
And he has this great moment where he watches him leave all pissed off, and he says, "What time are tryouts?"
Yeah, he's in. We got ourselves a Quark.
So they call the team the Niners, which is a great name.
It's so brilliant. Like, I love that they called them the Niners. Because, like, old baseball teams, baseball was before football, right? Obviously. Mm-hmm. So football teams in, like, the 30s and 20s and 30s would name themselves after the baseball teams, right? So you'd have, like, the Cardinals, the Bears, which were, like, the Cubs, stuff like that. And now this is kind of the opposite, where, like, they're naming themselves after a football team, sort of. Like, I think it's a nod to the San Francisco 49ers, because also that's where Starfleet is from, right?
Yeah, it's true.
San Francisco. And he wears the San Francisco hat, and Jake wears a Braves hat, I think, because of Hank Aaron. I think he was a Braves fan or something. Sirach Lofton probably was.
It was pretty much like, just wear whatever baseball outfit we have. Just put that shit on for the first few scenes.
Yeah, I like how they're all just wearing, like, whatever. They probably went to, like, the holodeck, like, quartermaster, and were like, what's a baseball uniform? They, like, pick one out.
Well, the thing about that scene that I really love, and it's, like, visual storytelling at its best, Cisco and Jake show up dressed in baseball uniforms.
Yeah.
And every character who joins in is in either a baseball type outfit, like Nog is in a baseball outfit. That lets you know Nog already knows what he's doing for the most part.
Because he's playing it with Jake, right?
And then everybody else, for the most part, shows up wearing their regular outfit without the jacket on.
Yeah. Quark's wearing his, like, whatever the hell, Ferengi, like, suit.
Yeah, like, Kira has the jacket of her uniform off, and so does Worf, O'Brien, and Bashir. Like, none of them know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. I never even thought of
storytelling.
I never even thought of that. And later it's when they come up with their, like, practice-y uniforms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know if somewhere the extra big baseball hats for the Ferengi are out there somewhere.
Holy fuck, dude.
Well,
I wonder if you could get one.
All of the stuff from this episode specifically, like every uniform and hat was sold off in the auction It's a Wrap, where they sold off all the Star Trek memorabilia.
I wonder who has it. Oh my god.
So someone has Quark's giant hat?
Yes. Somebody out there has Quark's giant hat.
Yes.
You gotta fit it around their big bulbous head asses.
Their four-lobed brains.
They probably didn't even like Star Trek. They just wanted a hat that fit them.
Whose head is it? It was like some kind of weird, like...
So they all end up at practice, and the idea to begin with is that they're gonna do a little catch in order to figure out, like, who has the coordination. We learn quickly that Rom does not.
Yep.
Yeah, he's bad at baseball. I mean, they're all kind of not great at baseball, but
surprisingly,
Rom's really
Kira
good.
Isn't very good to begin with. She takes quite a few throws before she starts getting any better. But, like, Worf, O'Brien, Bashir, and Nog are all, like, really good straight off the bat.
Right. Because they got the hand-eye coordination, right?
Yeah. And I mean, Bashir's cheating.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, gene-wise.
Yeah, he's basically, like, a war criminal because of how smart he is.
He's playing with cheats on, so
For sure. He's got God mode flipped
He
on.
IDDQ'd.
But, like,
fucking
there's...
love Bashir.
Bashir's great. Bashir gets a lot of bad rep. There's another podcast out there, and I guess I'll name them. They have a lot more fans than us. It's called The Rules of Acquisition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they just go through Deep Space Nine, and they hate Bashir for some reason. Like, they hate his guts.
Oh, they just hate him because he's so attractive.
That
and they
makes me
don't...
love Bashir more.
And I'm like, but why? Like,
No,
he
he's
starts
great.
off as, like, this, like, wet behind the ears rookie
Yeah.
Dumbo, but, like,
So wet.
what the kids call a himbo, right? Like
He
a,
is
a he bimbo, a himbo.
A himbo? I never heard that
Himbo.
before.
He's definitely a himbo to begin with, and he becomes this character. Like, anytime somebody says some shit to him, and he gets pissed, and he's like, "I'm a doctor." I'm like, "Yeah, Bashir, you fucking
Yeah.
tell him. You fucking tell him about your PhD."
Yeah, I love him, man. I mean, you're supposed to at first not like him, right? But like
Yeah,
that's
he's a rich kid, but
yeah, he's a Richie Rich.
yeah.
And he learns from being out there. Like, he grows and changes because
Yeah.
of what he sees, and his relationship with O'Brien is the first real friendship in Star Trek history. Like,
Yeah.
100% real.
Yeah, I believe every
Because-
second of it.
Because O'Brien is also a perfect being.
I love O'Brien. He's my favorite character on Deep Space Nine. I fucking love him.
Me too.
Like,
I love
there's
that.
a...
I love that in the in like the baseball episode where everything is just kind of sunny and bright. He still manages to like critically injure himself.
Yo, I love how they can like your brain could be falling out of your head and they like fix you in like 5 minutes. But man, tendonitis. I don't know if we're gonna make it through this one.
You got that fucking rotator cuff. We don't know what to do about that.
The ligaments take time. Like what? You just put Quark's brain back in his head.
There's like another moment of visual storytelling, since I love visual storytelling.
Hell yeah.
There's this great moment where, like, in the foreground, Cisco is talking to Jake about something, and, like, all of the other characters are on the bench behind them.
Yeah.
And Bashir walks past and throws his glove and hits O'Brien in the stomach, and then
Yeah.
sort of, like, runs away, like, laughing.
It's
And
like
O'Brien,
yeah.
like, laughs as well and tosses his glove on the ground.
It's like they're kids. It's like they're playing the kids' game, man. It's baseball, baby.
They're best friends, and that's what best friends do. They fuck with each other all the time.
Dude, it's great.
Dude, the music in this episode too is
Amazing.
so good. It's so goofy and fun.
It is. It's 100% like comedy movie
Yeah.
music. It's
Yeah.
great.
Every moment is
Specifically-
like, yeah.
Specifically like 90s comedy music.
Yes.
It's true.
Oh, man. This episode rules, dude.
It is a great episode. We're just jumping all around.
It's
After their
fine.
first practice, like, is when they end up in the infirmary with all of their injuries. Like, Quark
Yeah.
has exploded his own skull out because Rom hit him with a bat.
With a bat, yeah. Because it's
And
just a
it's-
club, right? It's just a fucking wooden club.
And Ezri is, like, mad because she's not, like, the Olympic gymnast that Emily
Yeah.
Dax was, one of the previous Daxes.
Yeah. Nicole de Boer in this episode is pretty good. Typically, I know this is like a really unpopular opinion, but typically she annoys me as a character.
I've
Oh,
heard that
hated
from a
her.
lot of people.
I hated her
Yeah.
the first time watching.
Because she's always like, when I was this person, it's like, oh my god, shut the hell up.
They didn't know what to do with her because
Yeah, they didn't.
they had no plans for this to happen.
They wrote it, some of her lines they wrote for Jadzia and for Terry Farrell to say, and Terry Farrell is very confident. She's a very confident woman, and Nicole de Boer is very petite and doesn't come off as confident, so it comes off weirdly when she says some of the lines, you know what I mean?
She's like a manic pixie dream girl.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, she's also a mess. She's also
Yeah.
a total mess, and
Yeah.
I think that's what makes her, like, at the end of the day, for me, that's kind of what makes her endearing. Is that
Yeah.
like I can write off like how like sticky and sweet she is by saying
Right.
she's trying so hard to fit in, and that
Right,
kinda makes
she's
a little
new,
sense.
and like yeah, like she like literally in the show and in the story of the show, she gets thrown into like a shitty situation, right? So
Yeah.
it makes
Right.
sense.
And there's definitely like a level of like not understanding what to do with this character from the writers' room,
Right,
because they continuously reference previous hosts in a way that they did very sparingly with Jadzia,
Right.
It's like they don't know how to write this character yet.
Right, they're like, let's remind them that she's Dax now, right? And it's like, we know, we remember this.
She's only been around for like 4 episodes at this point, right?
I think she's at the end of 6 too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think she shows up at the end of 6.
she goes on that space adventure with the grandpa and them.
Well, we wouldn't get TiVo for another, what, 6 or 7 years after this?
Yeah, so nobody knew, right? Nobody knew you could just like binge watch these.
Right, that wasn't a thing until, like, later.
Yeah.
So the people
later.
tuning in were like, who the fuck is this?
Who's this manic pixie dream girl whose butt is great in this baseball uniform?
Yeah, the baseball uniforms do a lot for everyone's ass.
Yeah.
There's this scene where like everybody's walking back to the benches, and it's like, like I forget which lady characters, but it's like lady character, and you're like, oh, their butts look good in those uniforms.
Right.
And then Michael Dorn walks past, and he's like, blood down!
And you're like, damn, Michael Dorn!
Out there, baby!
Dude, I was thinking about that. I mean, I've seen this episode probably, I don't know, like a dozen times now. And like, one of the things I love about it is like, you don't even question that the women are on the team. Like, you don't even think about it.
Yeah.
It's not an issue at all. Like, I mean, fucking Cisco's ringer is Cassidy Yates.
Yeah, because she is like good at baseball. Like, it really, I think, hits home, pun intended, the like, this is how the Federation is also, like,
even to the point where the Vulcan team has 2 ladies.
Right, there's ladies on the Vulcan team. Like, you don't even think about like, why are ladies playing baseball? You're just immediately, you're like, yeah, of course
That's the way it would be. Of course there's going to be like integrated male female leagues in the future and stuff, well, I mean, if baseball existed, which it sort of does.
Yeah,
I do love that moment where like he brings Cassidy on, and she's like, "Yeah, my next 3 jobs have been canceled mysteriously." He's like, "Yes, very mysterious."
Yeah,
he looks at the camera and he's like, "I wonder how that happened."
It's so great.
Speaking of us talking about the liberal future, I woke up when I went to upload the last episode of M-Class Email. There were a bunch of comments on a bunch of our videos from the same guy calling us PC cucks.
Oh man, I've never heard that one before.
And all I could wonder is like, why did you keep watching after the first one? You knew.
Yeah, we're not really like hiding it.
Oh man, you guys should love that comment.
I already did. I liked the first one, and then I reported it.
Can't believe
so
these
he'll get
PC
both
cucks.
notifications when he comes back.
Dude, I love it.
Gotta love it.
Anyway, O'Brien like ruins his rotator cuff, which eagle-eyed viewers of Star Trek might remember happened like a dozen times in TNG as well. He's got a fucked up rotator cuff.
He's always doing it from kayaking. He ruins it from kayaking on the holodeck.
And he never stops, because that man fucking loves to yak.
Well, fuck, dude. Like, I mean, they give Worf a new spine. They can't give this man a fucking elbow or a shoulder. Like, how hard is it? Fix his fucking shoulder, motherfuckers.
I think I thought of a smart thing. Okay, so everything in this script that is bad is because of logic. Like, because O'Brien hurt his shoulder in some other episode, now his shoulder doesn't work so good in this episode.
Right.
And everything good happens because of emotion. I think that's
right,
how they laid it out.
Wow, that's amazing. I never even thought about it like that.
If you can offer up 36 more points of evidence. No, I'll buy that.
3, 4. Yeah.
He wrote them down. He wrote them all down.
Yeah.
I'll buy that. He's like trying to figure out what to do now that O'Brien is out, and he does put him back in as pitching first base coach.
Pitching first base and something else, which is like
batting, I think.
Yeah, like he doesn't even know anything about any of those, and then he says like, which one's first base, which like is like ridiculous because like you played baseball, you know what first base is.
The easiest thing to remember.
Yeah, you know which one it is.
But that's another like inclusivity thing. Is like he's like, well, you can't actually physically play the game because you're injured, but you can still be a part of the thing, and that's very frustrating too.
Right.
Yeah,
it's it's also very Vulcan too, and like the each according to his abilities mode. You know what I mean?
It's
like
true.
like the
Between
Vulcans
the two of
themselves
them.
are very much like that, but like these Vulcan, or this one Vulcan anyway, is a dickwad.
Between the two of them, Cisco is the one who's upholding Vulcan ideals in a much better way than Solok is.
Yeah, Solok probably he probably doesn't get hugged too much by his Vulcan mom.
By the robot machine that Vulcans use to hug their children.
Come here, son. I want to hug you.
It's always either too much or not enough.
Yeah, always too much or not enough. Yeah. It's a fine line, exactly.
He recruits Odo to be the Empire because Odo's a cop. And
I love this when he's like, "You're the most like fair and impartial person I know," and Odo's like, "That's very flattering." he's like, "All right."
That's a super flattering thing to say. You are the most neutral man I know.
What makes a man turn neutral, Kif?
But that's also sort of a topical sports thing, right? Because he says, I don't want a computer program running a game, which is sort of like the instant replay.
And it's the conversation they have about actual baseball. Like, they could just put a chip in the ball and call strikes and balls, right? Like, it'd be really fucking easy to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Is this before or after, like, the Pete Rose stuff?
This is after.
After. Huh.
But it's before the... This is right when the steroids were, like, rampant.
Brothers time.
Yeah, this is, like... This is the year when, like, they were hitting, like, fucking 60 home runs, dude.
Jesus, and nobody questioned it for a little while.
They were like,
this is normal.
This is just what people do now. Look at Barry Bonds' neck. It's a fucking leg.
The Bash Brothers look like two giant gorilla men out there, but
Dude,
I'm sure that's normal.
Barry Bonds used to weigh like 190 pounds. Now he weighs like 290 pounds, and it's all
Must
muscle.
have hit the gym, baby. Anyway, Cisco does his pull a few strings act and gets his girlfriend back on board, and she's like, "Oh, time for a romantic weekend," and he goes, "Baseball."
Yeah, boys' night out. But also with girls.
And he really does do a little wink to the camera, like, "Oh, your runs got reassigned." Wink.
Yeah, she says something about bureaucrats, and he's like, "Yeah, who knows about bureaucrats?"
Yeah. And like, Cassidy's on the team now, but Rom still fucking sucks, right?
Yeah, he's really
and
bad.
Nog is like just excited to have his dad there, and Lita is being very understanding and nurturing towards him, which I guess you have to be if you're with Rom, right?
It's basically like marrying a child, so
yeah. Everyone on the team is very emotionally supportive of Rom as well. Like, they're all like, "You can do it, man. Like, give it another try." Like, no one's
except like, Cisco. He comes out and he's like, "You fucking suck a dick."
Is that when Solok comes to like scout them, right?
Yeah.
So Solok is like spying on him, and Worf is like, he must be worried if he's doing reconnaissance, which is so fucking Worf.
It's a great line.
Yeah.
Like, Worf is like, this is a battlefield and we're in battle.
Every line that he's given in this is gold. It's a golden line.
It really is.
And like, so Rom like stinks butts. He's like swinging, and he can't even hit the ball. Like, he can't even fucking tap the ball, right?
Like, Cisco loses it at this. Like, he throws him out and he insults him a bunch too,
which is
in
like
front of his fucking son,
right? Which is like even more
like,
baseball.
Hey, wait a minute!
Yeah.
And he's like, "Did I ask you, ensign?"
He pulls rank. Yeah.
I don't know what it's like to have your fucking boss chew out your dad, but
that's gotta be weird.
It sounds pretty bad. You like can't do shit to try and step in either. You're just like, "Oh god, I don't want to lose my commission."
Your boss, who's also like your role model, who's also kind of like your dad, right? Because like he's like your friend's dad, so he's like responsible for you sometimes. Yeah.
Also, like, Solok has like a Vulcan acting style in that he doesn't change his facial expression.
Yeah.
But he has this little serial killer smirk and stare on his face the whole time, which is super creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a creepy guy. He's not like fun. He's not a whole lot of fun to be around.
Vulcans generally aren't a whole lot of fun, but this guy's like a whole different level of not fun.
He's like a wet fucking stick in the mud.
He's a grumpus, and I don't use that word lightly.
He's a grumpus, dude.
Oh my god.
He's a fucking...
Can we get some bleeps out here on this?
I mean, I can't even fucking believe how much of a frumpus grumpus he is.
Oh my god, he used the FR word again.
Ridiculous.
So like Rom is drinking his sadness away with his super hot wife because he can't play baseball. He's sad.
Yeah, and everyone's like, if Cisco's out of line, we're gonna quit and protest. We're gonna use collective union style bargaining in order.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking trust bust this bitch, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking be like,
no, you're gonna get fired. Like, definitely doesn't happen in the modern day.
Yeah.
Rom is from capitalist planet, so of course that would be his response.
Yeah, he's just like fine with it. Like he's like, sure, survival of the fittest.
Well, I suck. Of course he's gonna kick me off the team.
Right.
Which is a pretty logical way to go at it. So that's another point for Kevin.
Yeah,
all the bad stuff that happens is logical.
If you think capitalism is at all logical. Which
damn, I've been thrown under a bus, I feel.
No, I'm not throwing no, I just mean like it's not.
No, it's not. I'm just saying he got kicked off
I know you think
sucks.
I know
That's
you
what's
think
logical.
it's not. I know you think it's not. I know. But yeah, no, you're right. Like it's very capitalist of him to be like, well, it's just the way it goes. I'm just not good.
Sometimes you fire somebody and sometimes you get fired.
Yeah.
That's business.
And he's like, I don't want you guys to not play, because that would mean like you are not having fun and we have to beat the Vulcans. He's very much like ultimate team player. Like he's being very much a team player, but
yeah.
And then Lita's like, I'll suck your dick because I love you, or whatever she says. She says it better than I did.
And Rom looks on and smiles.
Yeah.
So everybody starts getting better very rapidly.
They do a sweet montage.
The anchor of Rom around their neck. And
like how we got this albatross off our fucking
like even Quark is having waiters throw glasses at him so he can catch him in his mitt. And he's like, faster.
It's a cool montage.
Is that a reference to anything? The Quark training bit? Like
Cocktail, maybe? I thought about that. I was like, do they do this in Cocktail? Because I think... Because he has to, like, train, right, in that movie? You guys ever see that movie?
I have not. I know what movie you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
I don't know if it's a direct reference, but I feel like you're right, Kevin. I feel like there's something that, like, it's a reference to.
O'Brien is chewing Scotch-flavored gum, which is weird.
My god.
Why isn't he doing, like, Irish whiskey-flavored gum?
I love that, like, they don't know what gum flavors. like
he didn't even know what gum was.
The computer
like, what
didn't...
are you eating? And he's like, oh, I'm chewing gum. And he's like, what the fuck is that? Why are you chewing it?
He's like, you just chew it? And he's like, yeah, it's got... Well, he's like, you can put you infuse it with flavor. It's like, what about, like, strawberry or grape?
No, fucking Scotch, boys.
That's
like, you don't want Scotch gum?
I love the idea of Scotch gum. I mean, I think it works like a flavor too because it's smoky. So.
Oh my god, it would be so gross when it got bad. Oh, I don't like gum. I'm like a gum chewer. I don't like gum, but
I like gum. I'm okay.
I don't like gum except Big League Chew. This episode brought to you by Big League Chew.
Dude, I fucking wish. Big League Chew, if you want to sponsor
Hell
this,
yeah.
we will chew it while doing the podcast.
Oh my god, it'll be incomprehensible. Which like
But like, did he look up that they used to chew chewing tobacco and was like, no, that's too icky. But then they chewed gum. That's fine.
Yeah, I think they probably had a discussion, right? They were probably like, well, we can't have them chew tobacco because they wouldn't do that because it's super bad for you, right?
But you can chew a scotch.
Yeah, you can chew some scotch. That's fine.
Well, here's the thing is, like, you might remember that the Spider-Man animated television show was on at this point. And no one was allowed to have a gun on it. They all had walkie-talkies that shot lasers. So it was a heavy. Well, what about the children? Period.
Yeah. Well, you also weren't allowed to like advertise like cigarettes at this point. You're still not allowed to do that. So
yeah,
they probably just.
I remember seeing commercials with like the fucking
Marlboro Man. Yeah.
The Camel's Camel.
Camel Joe.
Cool.
Joe Cool. Yeah.
Joe Camel? Yeah, it was Joe Camel. I remember seeing commercials, like cartoon commercials with that motherfucker in it.
Yep.
You know, I remember seeing commercials like this one.
What?
That's a good point, sir. Don't step on my fucking toes, though.
Damn, you're gonna get kicked off this baseball team.
That's fine. That's fine. You guys keep playing. You don't want to lose your jobs. So We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
After the birthday, we'll be right back.
You're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor.
When you make a perfect slide. You're in the big leagues.
Big league pouch.
When you keep the team alive. You're in the big leagues.
Big league shreds.
When you block a shot or two. You're in the big leagues.
Big league flavor.
You're into big league chew.
Big League Chew. Fan-sized wads of great tasting shredded bubble gum stuffed into a giant Stay Fresh pouch.
You're in the big leagues.
Big League flavor and Big League bubble.
You're into big league chew.
Back to the show.
And we're back. Welcome back to M Class Podcast. This is your host, Kevin Cole. With me is my host, Josh Anderson.
What? What happened? I didn't get fired this time?
I'm taking over, baby. Jeff is in the garbage now. He's a garbage child.
You benched him. You fucking rommed him, dude.
Yeah, took him out of the game like Rom. But now,
Damn.
now the pressure of having
What the fuck is going on in here?
Oh, I thought we were gonna get away with it.
Oh, man. I'm ready.
Damn.
Kevin was like losing his grip a little. I could feel he was like, Jeff,
all
where
right.
the fuck are you? What are you doing?
When's he gonna come back? How far is this bit gonna go?
What if I just didn't talk for the rest of the episode? How far would you have gone before you were like, Jeff?
Oh, man.
Being podcast host levels of charismatic is like, it's like trying to clench a muscle I don't have.
That's funny.
It's a skill that I also don't have, but I'm really good at faking.
I have no skills.
So, Cisco is hanging out in his home, his little abode with Cassidy Yates, and she points out that he's fucking up his swing.
Yeah, he's lifting his foot, which is real dumb.
And he slams his baseball bat against the wall.
And she's like, whoa! Yeah.
She's like, should I leave?
I think this is why I like Cisco, because he's like, I relate to his temper. I know he's got like a bad temper, but like, being a redhead, also have been known to have a temper.
Just
I'd
like
say he has
Cisco,
a-
redhead.
Just like Cisco.
I'd say he has a realistic temper. Like, I've seen depictions of
Yeah.
people who have bad tempers in, like, every movie ever. But Cisco's
Right.
is, like, real, because it's, like, it's a joke until it absolutely isn't.
Right. That's true. Well, that's having a temper, though, right? Like, that's, like, you know, it's there's always a reason for it. It's not, like, I think people think that people who have tempers, it's, like, for no reason. But there's always a reason. Maybe you're just internalizing it. And, like, with him, he's just so, like, frustrated that he can't. He's like failing. He knows they're gonna lose, right? Like they're
All
bad.
he wants is revenge. He wants to win, and he wants to rub it in Solok's face the way Solok has been rubbing it in his face for years.
Yeah,
Because
And
he
that's
wants
when
to
we
prove
learn.
that he's good. Like, he wants to prove that anyone is as good as Vulcans. Like, he wants to prove that his ideals of anyone can be anything are real.
well, he's absolutely right to feel that way because like Solok's a racist fuck, and it's like if somebody came up to you and was like, fucking people named Kevin suck at baseball, you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And if they like really believed that you'd be like, you're fucking crazy, dude.
Like Solok, in like the like wider Star Trek spectrum, Solok as a character should not have made it anywhere near as far as he did. At least not without becoming an admiral, apparently.
Yeah,
That's
they should have been like, yo, you need to go to like counseling, dude.
Yeah,
like
you need
you've got
to like
serious
go to some
problems.
fucking sensitivity classes, sir. Like
Yeah.
you need to learn some things.
You gotta go to Starfleet HR. You're racist as shit, man.
He should have been like let go by now for his blatant racism. He's writing academic papers about how like eugenics. Like that's not right.
Yeah.
I think,
Right?
I think, like, I would have definitely taken Solok in a different direction for this, because, alright, so picture this. Instead of us seeing the meeting with Solok, Cisco tells us about the meeting with Solok, and
Right.
we don't really interact with Solok until the very end, and he's just a perfectly nice, cold Vulcan. Like
He's just a normal Vulcan,
Yeah,
right?
it's just
it's
Cisco
all in
just
Cisco's
reading a
head.
blog.
Yeah.
That's good. I would like that bait and switch. That'd be like a funny ending as well.
Well, they kind of do that a little bit, and like I kind of was talking about it earlier with like how Kirk and Bones are with Spock, where they kind of adapt and learn to sort of just like deal with him, and eventually like Spock becomes like their friend, like their legitimate friend. I think Sisko is like Solok is right in the sense that like he is taking it personally, but like also Solok he's a bully and he keeps prodding him. He's doing it on purpose.
Oh yeah, he definitely. The thing is, I don't think Solok as a character doesn't fulfill his purpose. He definitely fits the niche that this episode needs a character to fit in order to like feel good at the end.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
I feel like if the rest of his team were depicted like as being like he's being illogical, you know, like
Right.
if somebody else on his team was like
If they were the Cobra Kai, you want them to be Cobra Kai.
Well, they are Cobra Kai. They're all assholes.
Yeah, but they're not like dressing up like skeletons and beating them up though.
No, I don't want them all to be bad. I want everyone but him to be good. Is what I'm saying.
Right. If the other ones were like, why is he like this?
Yeah,
I see what
like
you're saying.
you're being illogical, Captain. Like if one of them at the end was like, Captain, you're being illogical. Like they're celebrating their victory because they work together as a team.
Right. They should have the Vulcans from that team also be there, because that's kind of like what it's. That's kind of like the sportsmanship, the camaraderie of playing a game like that, right?
They did that
we
a
all
little.
get to go out for ice cream. Yeah.
They did that a little because Nog is standing next to one of the Vulcans, and when Nog says, "That's my dad," the Vulcan smiles at him.
Yeah.
Which is a great little touch, but I would have liked that like ramped up a little bit, where like Solok leaves like because he's being bullied. He gets bullied out of the room.
Yeah, he gets fucking cyber-bullied by everyone.
He gets reverse bullied.
He gets bullied out of the room, but like it would have been better if he was like completely haughty about it, like oh fucking like whatever, you guys are idiots, and like one of his own crew was like dressed him down a little bit.
Yeah, if one of his own crew also got in on the bullying.
Oh, that'd be great. Like,
That's
also,
what I would do.
Also, he has a very small penis. Like,
it's more of a yellow-green than a green.
So like it's like no.
Shut up. Nothing.
He explains. Sisko explains to Cassidy like exactly what happened. That like we said earlier, it was a big debate that turned into a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Which Sisko got fucked up in.
Yeah, he gets like broken ribs and shit. Like, dude, fuck that. That sucks.
Hey,
But
at least he didn't tear his rotator cuff.
That's true. That's completely
Unfixable. Can't be fixed. There's like surgery now that takes like 20 minutes to fix that, but not in 200 years.
We lost that information, but we kept the baseball information.
Kept the bubblegum information.
But like the real problem comes in that Solok spends the rest of his life writing papers about the fights.
Yeah, that's weird. Like he like, and a part of it is like, is Sisko just like embellishing a little bit? Like, is he taking it personally? Is he reading into it too much? You know, who knows? But like,
also it could be like, really, if you're looking at this from like a distance and you're like not taking it from Sisko's point of view, and you're not worried about like how Solok presents himself, the way he's presenting himself, it seems a little bit like Solok is obsessed with Sisko.
Yes.
Like maybe he like
he's jealous.
Has some feelings he's not ready to deal with.
Or that could be it too. That could be it too.
So you've solved those by challenging your crush to a sports.
Yes.
Yeah. I would like to have another wrestling match. Perhaps we could do it in thongs.
I would like to have another wrestling match, perhaps Greco-Roman style.
That would be like another way more interesting take on this episode if like if they really played up the romantic. I'm not saying the romantic tension isn't there, but they need to play it up way more.
Like if Solok was like the real reason he was doing all this really was because like he had feelings, and like Vulcans always have to repress their feelings.
Right.
And this is the way he did it.
Manifest. I mean, that's kind of the point, but that's kind of what is happening, right? But like they don't really like, they kind of just like 80s movie villain him, like he just goes off and he's shunned, you know, like never to be seen again.
He has absolutely no real motivation. He's just a bully for bullying's sake.
Right. He has to go to a different school after this or whatever.
His dad was going to shut down the ski lodge, and
Yeah.
Cisco had to rally the troops to play one last ski game.
He's jealous. He's jealous of Cisco's Camaro that he built with his hot French girlfriend, Cassidy Yates.
So the Niners and the Logicians meet on the Holosuite.
Yeah, I love that. I love this, man.
They actually
how
play,
does the holodeck
Federation theme.
Dude, it's the only it's the only time you hear the Federation anthem.
It's
Is
boring.
that the only time we hear it?
It's the only time you ever hear it.
Yeah, ever.
I looked it up. I was like, is that the only time? And like I think they play it in the game. They play like that clip of it at some point, I think, in STO. But yeah.
It's just as boring as the regular national anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
Yeah. It's not on
Put
my
some
iPod.
fucking samba drums in that shit. Dun, 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 dun. That's what I want to hear.
And where's the theremin? It's the future. Throw a theremin in there.
But they have
We're
a
in
whole
space.
crowd for the beginning, and everybody's going wild, but then they shut it down because
This is a really clever way
we
to
don't
deal
want to pay
with...
the extras
Yes.
for the whole time, right?
It's a clever way of dealing with the logistics of having a lot of people. It's great. Because it's holodeck. They're like, just turn them off. And they just
turn 'em off.
disappear.
Another logical decision. Just turn.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want that random element there. Turn it
Right.
off, and then they bring it back for an emotional reason.
Right.
Damn.
It's
Kevin,
smart.
you were right, 100%. No one could ever say you were wrong.
All right, that's only like four instances of my point, so I got 32 left.
32 more.
I asked for 32, but as long as you get to 4, you pass. I'm that type of teacher.
He tried.
So, the Logicians start, like, fucking stomping the Niners.
They're
like,
cranking home
destroying
runs.
them.
As they would. Like any pitch that any human could throw. Like, the fastest pitch ever thrown, I think, is like 101. Like, ever. And that's like a professional, seasoned baseball player.
These
I don't think
Vulcans
Jake
are throwing, like, 400-mile-per-hour pitches. and
Yeah.
shit.
I'm pretty sure Jake Sisko could probably get like maybe upper 70s, maybe low 80s on a good day. Like, there's no way the Vulcans aren't hitting that every single time, dude. Unless he's got some nasty fucking curve or some shit.
Well, I mean, the Vulcans would never use a curveball.
It's illogical.
It's too illogical.
Why would you curve it? Just the fastest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Just throw a fastball every time.
What's
Exactly.
He doing? He's curving the ball.
This
How
makes
is he
no
doing that?
sense.
They're like robots. How is he doing that?
It's an anime now. It's a fucking sports anime.
It just zooms in and it's one of them
Does it
thinking,
zoom in
oh
with
my
all the
God.
action lines around the Vulcan's
Yeah.
face? What?
What? Shocked sweat mark on his face. What?
Sroglovton's like, "Tsuh, I applied a slight curve to the ball."
Explains it. He explains what a curveball is.
You say run starts playing.
Fucking close up on O'Brien's face and the. Oh, he's using that curveball technique. I didn't know he would break it out so early.
His father's patented curveball technique.
Cisco's
like-
on the bench going, huh, he's beginning to believe.
There's so many like videos making fun of that like when you actually read or watch like a sports manga or anime, you're like,
Yeah.
damn, this is dead the fuck
It's
on.
dead
it's the
on.
exact
Yeah.
same thing.
It's dead on.
I fucking love sports anime.
Like I read Slam Dunk, which is like a basketball manga about like an idiot like punk loser who joins a basketball team to get a girl to have sex with him. Because she's just obsessed with basketball, and like
Nice.
it's literally like, huh, what's this technique he's using? Oh my god, he's passing the ball! I thought he was about to shoot.
It's like, how do you like deconstruct basketball, right? Like, pretty simple.
He's like, oh, his super technique, the
Right.
the fourth angle dunk.
And that is how he got his name, the God of Passing.
Yeah. Something gets lost in the translation.
There is like the video of the kids doing the basketball sports anime. They say the god of handle, the handle god, because he can handle the ball.
He can handle
That's
the ball.
literally in Slam Dunk. The handle
God,
god.
Kevin knew. Kevin fucking knew. He didn't even read it. He knew.
I know. Oh, I know.
Anyway,
I've animated from time to time.
I've dabbled in the anime.
In the fifth inning, after like scoring absolutely nothing and getting like no strikes on the Vulcans, Kira ends up on second base.
She gets a double, which is crazy because she runs like really slow. She could have had like a triple, dude. She could have like inside the park home run if she would have run a little bit faster.
So there's 2 outs and Worf's up to bat.
I just want to say, who among us isn't guilty of lingering too long at second base?
True.
It's true.
It's tough to know when to go to third. When should I go to third?
If you try and steal third too early, you're out of the game.
No, you can't be going. I mean, yeah. You gotta get the signal from the coach to go.
Yeah.
You gotta know the signal.
But like, Worf ends up with like 2 strikes and 2 balls. Or 3 balls.
Full count.
Who knows
3 balls,
how many
2
balls
strikes.
this guy's got.
I mean, probably like 8 at this point. It's like 20 balls. Who knows?
What
And
if I had like 30 goddamn balls?
he's ready
like 30
to,
goddamn dicks.
he's ready to like knock it out the park, right? And it goes by him again. He thinks it's a ball. He starts running, and Odo calls strike 3.
Yeah.
Worf fucking loses this.
It's great. Like, it's so great that.
What are you doing? Were you not looking? It didn't even touch the base.
Dude, and then Cisco comes out and he's like, what, were you regenerating? It's like they're trash talking like in Star Trek world, dude. It's fucking amazingly clever that like they were like, let's just have them like argue with Odo, because that's what they do in baseball, right? You get kicked out of the game.
And like he pokes Odo in the chest, and Odo is like psyched. He's like,
yeah, he's ready.
I know this rule.
Yeah, he recites the rule. He recites the rule, and he's like, look it up, but do it from the stands. And you're like, ah!
You're out of here!
Fucking throw him out.
Cisco like walks off pissed with his tail between his legs. Like,
oh, dude, I love it. It's so baseball. God, I love baseball.
It's so good because, like, you know, there are some intense arguments, and like Cisco does his like Shakespeare shouting all the time, but that is like the most like heated fucking little action scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
DS9.
He stops being like Shakespearean Cisco in this episode and becomes like baseball man Cisco. Everything he says and does is like a baseball movie cliche.
Yeah. It's so good.
So he gets thrown out of the fucking game, ends up in the stands next to Rom, who he threw out of the game.
It's just him and Rom. And I love when Rom is like cheering for something, and then he looks over and they kind of look at each other in the stands, and then Rom like moves like 2 feet over, like farther away from him. It's so like, he's like a beaten dog, dude. He's such like a wimp. He's like just a little wimpy, like cutie.
Feel bad for him. You're like fucking... He's like, he really is like a sad puppy. You feel bad.
Yeah.
I love that Rom doesn't know how to clap.
He claps like how they clap. They clap like that.
That's how Ferengi clap.
Yeah, that's how they clap.
That's how Ferengi clap?
Yeah.
Okay.
They clap like with their hand on their palm, like their top of their hand.
They do that, and they also like clap like the base of their wrists together.
Yeah, they like hit their wrists together, right?
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah, who knows?
But they're aliens. It's fun.
Yeah, they grew up on like a mud bog. Who knows why they're clapped like that?
I fucking live on Ferenginar now in fucking Pittsburgh. It rains every day here.
Dude. Oh man.
But the Niners and the Logicians they're at it heatedly, except the Niners aren't fucking getting anything.
It's 10-0 at this point, right? Yeah. Like they've scored 10 runs in the first like 6 innings, which is like pretty good actually, because man, it should be like 50-0 at this point, honestly.
They're fighting. They're like hard against it, right? They're trying to do what they got to do.
Yeah.
Worf does like a long fucking bomb throw from like left field to Nog, and it looks to Nog like the Logician's player gets home.
Yeah, but he doesn't touch the base.
He runs off and sits back down because of course he got home. He's a Vulcan.
Right.
But
getting your ass kicked 10-0. Why wouldn't he have touched the base, right?
There's this wild moment where Nog is standing there and he looks over at Odo because Odo doesn't say anything.
Right.
Odo's just super uncomfortably standing there and he's like, can't tell him.
He like clears his throat. It's fucking great.
Finally, O'Brien goes, he didn't touch home.
Yeah. And he's like, is that true? He asks him, Nog asks him, is it true? And then that's when he goes,
And he's like, tag him out. But Nog doesn't know which player it was because all Vulcans look the same, alright? And
So
he
bad.
runs over and starts tapping each of them. And he finally gets to almost the one because he's taking so long. Even Jake is like, Nog!
come on, Nog. Yeah, come on. Just tag him out already.
And the Vulcan runs, but Nog tosses it home to Jake just in time for them to get him out.
Yeah,
they finally
out.
did it.
They did
Jake
it.
and Nog. Jake
and Nog.
And Cisco and Rom are like psyched. And that's when
Yeah.
Cisco says the line that Josh mentioned earlier. That's what he loves about the game. You never know what's going to happen next.
Yeah. And it's like they're finally having fun, right? This is another one for your thesis, Kevin. Like, he's not strategizing, he's not planning on how to win. He's just like, oh, this is a game. It's fun. Baseball's fun.
It's Rom who really cements that for him. Because he says that and he looks over at Rom and he says, yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah.
And
he says,
you know what?
Yeah, what does he say? He's like, Rom, come over here. And
follow
and
me.
Rom's like, brother.
He's like, where are we going?
Yeah.
I think
And he
that's,
gives him a uniform.
I think that also like speaks to like when you, I guess, play sports or make a thing. Sometimes you
Or play music. Yeah.
or play music or
Yeah.
make podcasts or make video games
Sure.
or whatever. Sometimes you can kind of lose sight of the fact that what you're doing is pretty cool. Like, it's still work, but like, you got to sit in the stands.
It's supposed to be
sometimes.
fun as well.
Right,
The reason
you're-
why you started doing it is because it was fun to you.
Right.
Yeah, you're not living in the moment. You're living in like the I gotta do this, which is like not a good headspace, right? For anything.
No. Yeah.
To live in the moment is to be zen and to like to not think. You don't. The goal is to not think, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and that's a moment of Cisco not thinking. He's just like, that was
Right.
cool, and I love my son.
Right. This is super fun. I love baseball. I love it. Like, it doesn't matter that we're playing a racist Vulcan who thinks that humans are a fucking inferior species, which is
We're
super
having
racist.
fun.
Yeah.
It's like Jake is about to go up to hit, but like there's this like heart swelling moment. The audience's heart swells because Rom shows up in his uniform.
Aw.
Like Cisco's like, "Oh, you're gonna have to have a pinch hitter in for Jake," and O'Brien's like, "Who?" And Rom shows up, and O'Brien has this big smile on his tiny little face
Yeah.
when he sees him.
Yeah.
Rom goes up to hit, and he fucks it twice. And everybody's like, "Oh, Rom, you can do it." You
And
can
Lita's
do
like,
it."
"It's okay, Ron." And you're like, "Oh my god, your wife's telling you, like, oh, dude, it's over."
This is
man."
even worse. This is making it worse."
Yeah, you're not helping Lita.
And they're trying to get him to bunt. They're like doing the signal. Like, fucking Rom's gonna know what the signal is, right?
Right.
Do they know the signal? Like, what?
Yeah. You just learned this yesterday, O'Brien. What are you doing?
memorized some signals already? It's crazy. Yeah, I like how the bunt comes back because that's one of the things they're talking about in the beginning, right? It's like Chekhov's bunt.
Yeah,
They're like,
what's a bunt?"
Yeah. And then it comes
And
back.
he
Also
like sort of
fancy-
he's holding his bat. Oh, what?
Oh, the Fancy Dan.
Yeah, Fancy Dan comes back as well.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that does.
When Ezri makes
early.
the catch, Bashir calls her a Fancy Dan.
I think that's like a call, like a reference to Bo Jackson too, because Bo Jackson did some wall running and like in the '80s when Bo Jackson was like unstoppable, and people were like no one had ever seen it before. They were like, "What the fuck is this guy?" You know. I think
Now
it's. I
that's
think
a
Ronald.
Fancy Dan.
I think Ronald
The
Reagan was
true
at the
fancy
game.
man.
Yeah.
Um,
It's in that Bo Jackson 30 for 30 where they basically are like, yeah, Bo Jackson is like fucking a folk hero. Like he's not a real human being. It's awesome. It's really cool.
So basically he bunts by accident. He's just holding the bat as close to him as he can because he's like, what the hell are you talking about?
And he doesn't know what they're saying because, like, bunt to him means, like, nothing. His universal translator is probably, like, garbling. He's like, what are they saying?
Brunt's here? Is that what you're saying? Brunt?
Dude, that'd be great if, it's me, Brunt.
I'm playing on the team.
Brunt. I put all my Latinum on the Niners.
My cousin Brunt has a moon.
Like, everybody fucking loses their shit when he bunts. And Nog is running home. And they're all like, Rob, run! Run!
Go!
He's like, oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Nog makes it home, and they make 1 point.
One
and
run.
They all rush the field and lift him into the air.
Dude, so great.
Dude, that's the best fucking... Like, every story I love is like that. Yeah, we got fucked up really bad, but we did one thing out of spite, and that's the most...
Yeah, we did it. It's like The Natural. It's like all those great baseball movies where, like, in the end, like, the team wins, right? Like, The Natural is super famous, fucking Major League, right? They win in the end. But this one, they, like, get their ass beat.
Yeah, it's like Rocky 1, right?
Yeah.
Like, he made it.
Yeah.
And, like, we see the real Solok this time. Or he runs up to Odo and he starts screaming at him, and but he grabs his shoulder.
Yeah, he's like, the game is not over.
And Odo does his big shit-eating grin and says, "You're out of here!"
It's so good.
Fucking great, dude.
And they all, I guess they finish the game, or else they just leave.
I guess they're just done, right? I kind of feel like maybe they play the rest of it, but you don't really know. It doesn't really matter for us.
It doesn't really matter for the story. They just they go back to Quark's and they have beers and they're all excited and cheering. And Cisco apologizes to Rom, and Lita's like making out with him in front of everybody, including his son.
Dude, she's like giving him umonks like straight up at the table.
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh my god. They're all looking away with their hands up.
Except for Nog. Nog stares straight on.
He's like, yeah, Dad, get it.
1,000-yard stare.
Ever since the war.
Like, he's just pretending he doesn't see it. He's like, oh god.
I like the idea that he's just creepily into it.
Oh no!
He makes them uncomfortable.
Now what kind of anime are we watching? This is a different anime, dude.
But like Solak is pissed. He's like, you're trying to manufacture triumph where none exists, and they're all like, to manufacture triumph.
Yeah, they reverse psychology him.
And he gets a little pissed, and they all start pointing it out. Oh, you're so emotional. You're always so emotional.
Sounds like a little bitterness, and he's like getting more fucking pissed off.
And then he says that it's a human response, and then they all start pointing out that they're not human.
Right.
Then he starts crying and he runs into the women's bathroom, and everyone's like, should we tell him?
Yeah. Man, it's the Federation. There ain't no women's bathrooms. It's all unisex, baby.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like,
future
fuck
rules.
it. Future rules. Fart next to a lady. Be a man.
Huh?
Fart next to a lady. Be a man.
That should just be emblazoned on all of our merchandise.
That's what's in Latin on the seal of the Federation.
Fart next to a lady, be a man.
There's your tattoo, Josh.
There it is. Fuck, what was it? Green blood, green bud. That's what it was.
Yeah, green blood,
green bud.
Kira gives Cisco a brand new baseball that's signed by every player on the team, and he gives it to Solak, and he's like, would you like to sign it? And everybody fucking loses it.
What's crazy is in like an outtake, he writes, have a great summer, stay cool, never change.
The only thing I'm disappointed about by that really cute baseball shot at the end is that Worf just signs his Worf and not Worf, son of Moog. Like, what if there's another Worf on the team? Like,
there could be. He could be confused as to which Worf it was.
Oh man.
Oh, here's a weird John Larroquette weird fact of the week.
What? How interesting.
This episode was apparently based heavily on an episode of the TV show Fame.
I think we all remember that television show.
Sure.
The fourth episode entitled "The Old Ball Game," and it was written by Ira Stephen Bear, who wrote a ton of DS9.
Well, that's cool. It works better, I'm going to say, now having never seen that episode of Fame. I think having the anachronism of this game, because baseball is like, even now, is like super fucking old. It's like considered old-timey. But having it be like in the space future, I think it's like perfect. Like, there's something about it that just works.
Apparently, like, several scenes in this episode are taken directly from that episode of Fame. Like, Nog not being sure which player to tag, or Rom's fluke bunt at the end happens.
Damn, I guess you can't steal from yourself, right?
Although, apparently, it happens to a woman and not a Ferengi, and that's why she doesn't know how to play baseball.
Oh,
right,
she's a woman. Right.
Yeah,
Hey,
fuck Fame. This episode's a million times better. I didn't see it.
That's way better.
I had a thought as we were talking about other TV shows, and I was like, has Frasier ever been on Star Trek? And apparently...
Yes, he has.
Apparently he was on one episode of Voyager.
No, he's in TNG. He's Captain...
TNG.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's a captain. He has a beard.
He's from the past. It's the time loop episode where they're stuck in that time loop.
Right. Oh my god, yeah.
There was also like a Frasier crossover, like a Frasier joke episode thing where they were on the set of Star Trek and they were all dressed as Star Trek characters.
What the fuck?
I think he really likes Star Trek. I think he's like a fan.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty cool. I mean, Kelsey Grammer's kind of weird. He's kind of a crazy Republican, but also
yeah, he's rich. He's rich and white, and he's old.
Yeah, but he made it.
I don't know if he was always crazy Republican. I feel like maybe he wasn't. I think to play Frasier, you kind of have to not be to kind of get the jokes, right? Maybe he is.
Well, maybe he didn't get the jokes. You know, maybe Leslie Nielsen didn't understand why any of the movies he was in was funny.
Well, that's because he was like 107.
Well, that's like the craziest thing I ever learned about him is like he's in all these comedies like Naked Gun and like all this other shit, and like apparently he has no sense of humor. Like he doesn't get what's funny about what he's doing.
He's like Chevy Chase.
He does it completely straight, and it's funny because he does it completely straight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A comedy genius who knows nothing about comedy.
I mean, I feel like we can all relate to that. Not knowing why.
That none of us know anything about comedy?
No. Yes. Yes. No. That's precisely that.
Yeah. Like sometimes, I always like talk about like my family. Like I'll be down there and I'm like thinking I'm like hitting home runs, right? Like I'm belting out like some funny jokes, and my family's just like they could give a fuck, right? Like they don't give a shit. And then I'll say like some stupid ass thing, and they'll be like, ah! They'll like think it's really funny, and you're like, that really? That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one you thought.
That's pretty much my life.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like, wow. People have paid to watch me make jokes, and you guys are giving me nothing. And then I say one stupid thing, and you think it's great. Yeah, fuck it. I don't know.
You guys want to come over to my place for Thanksgiving this year?
Yeah?
Sure.
What do we have?
Tofurkey?
No, regular fucking meat. Just come on.
Real ass turkey.
Look, it's the future. You can't eat an animal.
That's true.
Nah, they just like replicate the cells.
Yeah. Replicate a turkey.
Meat on a rack, dude. I'll eat rack meat. I don't care.
Hell yeah.
Dude, when people are like, gross, like fake meat, ew, I'm like, fucking make fake meat taste like meat. I want that.
Yeah,
I want that real bad.
It's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen if we survive.
I mean, I love the shit out of some tofu when it's just tofu flavored.
Yeah, tofu's alright.
Tofu's okay. You guys ever had the Impossible Whopper this episode?
No.
Sponsored by Burger King?
I was gonna say, this episode's sponsored by Burger King Impossible Whopper. I want to try it, because I've never had it yet.
The Impossible Whopper, better than a regular Whopper, like a lot.
For real?
Like
I just had a Dude, I had a bacon Whopper the other day, and I was like, I can't eat. I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna die. I was like, this is gonna kill me.
That's the thing, is like, a Whopper doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to it, but they've put all these spices and shit in the veggie patty to make it taste more meaty, so it just tastes better. They prepared it better.
I'll have to go try the Impossible Whopper by Burger King after this.
Yeah. You know what? I think after this episode, all of our listeners should head on over to their nearest Burger King and use special code MClassPodcast to get one free Impossible Whopper.
feel like I'd try it.
I think I got a veggie burger in the freezer. Probably gonna go with that guy.
Kevin,
What?
why have
Kevin,
that when you
you
can
are-
have the Impossible Whopper by Burger King?
Kevin, you are fucking our sponsorship right up right now.
Yeah,
It just
dude.
I don't want to fucking talk trash, but it seems very possible. Like it exists in a couple places. So
I mean, I guess you could like try to spice up your boring fucking veggie burger.
I mean,
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to spice it as well as Burger King,
Not as-
National Interchain Food Network.
Not as well as the chefs at Burger King.
Will they put an egg on it? Because I'm gonna put an egg on mine.
Motherfucker, this guy.
This dude puts eggs on everything.
A night egg on a fucking
Put a
veggie burger.
fucking night egg on it.
Damn,
Dude fucking
fuck.
fires eggs out of his goddamn body onto shit. Like, bam, that's got an egg on it now.
It's almost ramen egg season and hot sauce. Like, it's not cold enough yet, but it's gonna get there hard, and I'm gonna be eating that ramen with an egg in it.
The thing is, nobody's ever told me that they put an egg on something, and I haven't been like, I gotta
don't
try
want
that.
it. Yeah. Someone says, I put an egg on this, you've never been like, that sounds gross. You're like, oh yeah,
I've
no,
always
I
been
want
like,
that.
oh, egg.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's biological. It's in our genes, dude.
That's
Because
a
like
good
we
shirt.
would find eggs in the nature, and it would be like a treat. I'm telling you.
That's yeah,
Like
it's
in the
true.
hatchet.
That's a good shirt though, like plain text that says, "Oh, egg." Yes. Like periods between them. Oh, egg. Yes.
It's like a fucking typography shirt. It's got
Dude,
Yeah.
we're gonna fucking lose the rights to that shirt to CVS too.
egg.
It's gonna be like our live, laugh, love. Like each one is a different font, right? Oh,
Yo,
egg. Yes.
I have no merchandise for like any of my shit, but now I desperately need a shirt that says night egg on it and like
Yeah,
Dude, that's
why are
like a
you not
personal
doing
shirt
this?
You could sell. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, you got it's got to be in like a real sexy font.
Yeah, like 80s, like gunship font. Night
Yeah,
egg.
fucking chromed out.
Yeah.
Night egg.
fucking Terminator
or it looks
font.
like neon, like a neon sign. It says,
Yes.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh, here's the John Larroquette fun fact of the week for you, for real.
Oh, sweet.
In the final scene at Quarks, where everybody's like celebrating and stuff, Michael Dorn and Rene Aubergenois, Worf and Odo, are body doubles. They're not there.
Oh,
The
they had
actors
like
weren't there,
like other shit to do.
I guess.
That's fucking funny. What are they doing? Is it past their bedtime? They're filming it late at night. Gotta go to sleep. Wake up.
Fucking, I can't be there tonight. I gotta. Why are you guys doing this at night anyway? I don't understand.
Me and Renee have to go watch the Lakers.
Yeah, what do you need Michael Dorn for when you have Dykel Morn or whatever?
Dykel Morn and
Dykel Morn.
and Benet Rabugini. Rabugini.
Got him.
He's not the real one. He's the fake one.
All right, well,
He's not the real guy.
do you guys have any more thoughts about this episode?
Yo, this episode rules, man. I love this fucking episode.
I straight up almost like I watched this episode through, took my notes on it, and I was like, I kind of want to watch it again.
Watch it again, right?
I watched the scene at the beginning where Worf says, "We will destroy them," like 3 times.
Dude, it's so good. Death to the enemy. Death to the opposition. That's what it is. Dude, fuck yeah. Holy shit.
Hashtag manufactured triumph.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Get that hashtag going. Manufactured triumph.
Fuck yeah. I love it. This episode is everything great about Star Trek and everything
It's just
great
a
about the
goofy
Federation.
episode about baseball, but man, it really does embody Star Trek ideals
It
in a
does.
pretty big way.
It does something magical, like only like a 80s or 90s baseball movie could. But also it's Star Trek, so it's like 2 things that I fucking love.
So it's even better?
Yeah, I love it. Fuck yeah, this episode is great.
Everybody, like Kevin said, everybody is on their A game in this
Yeah.
episode. Like, everyone is playing their characters exactly how the audience is going to love them.
Yep. I love them. They're my friends. Sometimes they're my only friends.
I feel that way sometimes.
You always got your old friend Kevin.
Kevin!
You always got that Kevin.
You mean Kevin Miner, the guy that subbed in for Michael Dorn?
Is that... Are you telling me his name isn't Dykelmorn?
I would never take that away from you.
Okay. So I really need this right now, Jeff.
Really? This one's for me, Jeff.
Things aren't going so good. I really need this pick-me-up right now.
Just let me name
know
the
that
guy.
there are Dykels in the wild.
This episode is one of those episodes that's so good that we sort of like blew through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like this is kind of going to be a shorter episode, which sucks because we got the world famous Kevin Cole on this episode.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Kevin. I missed you.
I missed you too, man. Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh,
I mean, I kind of
you're
talked to you like 2
absolutely
days ago, but like only sort of.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. We were working. This is fun time for Kevin.
this is not work.
Yeah, this is not work. Exactly.
So Kevin, if people wanted to find you on the internet or they wanted to know what you do, what is your credentials, sir? Please share
hi.
them.
My name is Kevin. I'm on a show called Pretend Friends with Josh, where we play an RPG called Space Kings.
That you invented with Hadley.
Yeah, is a thing I invented with my friends. Hadley, who's also on season 2 of Pretend Friends, helped me write the book of Space Kings, and we're going to kickstart it this month. I don't know when this episode's going out, but if
Well, this episode will be up next week.
Okay.
So.
1 week from today.
So you're gonna have to wait like a week and a couple days. If it's like the
They're not waiting a week. Oh wait. Oh, you're doing the math in your head. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
doing
shit,
I'm
time.
Doing the math. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Like if it's late October or early November, go over to my Twitter account. I'm Twitter at @RealKevinCole. Or you can go to the Space Kings website called spacekings.space if you wanna help me make a really cool book, and there'll be a big announcement, and I hope it works because I need money. Yay! That's Kevin.
Woo! We all do to live because this world is suffering.
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to us ramble about our absolute favorite things. And if you'd like to be a part of the orgiastic ear party along with us, then you can send us in an email for our other program at mclassemail@gmail.com or follow us on Twitter at mclasspodcast.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yes.
I'd like to give a very special thanks to Vitizen for the use of his track Outer Space Race for our theme song.
It's
you can find him
awesome.
on Twitter at _Vitizen_.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Vitizen fucking rules, and I love that guy.
He's on
made our
Spotify
show.
now. Did you know
He
that?
is. He is on Spotify.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
Follow him on
Vitizen
Spotify.
Do it.
Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with more M-Class goodness. Bye.
2 weeks.
I'm mentally ill.